Jacob and Esau were the twin sons of Isaac and Rebekah in the book of Genesis. Right from the beginning, their relationship was characterized by conflict. While still in Rebekah's womb, the twins struggled against each other. Esau was born first, with Jacob grasping his heel, foreshadowing their future discord. As the boys grew up, their differences became more pronounced. Esau was an outdoorsman and skillful hunter, while Jacob was mild-mannered and stayed at home. Isaac favored Esau, since he enjoyed the wild game Esau brought home. But Rebekah preferred Jacob. This parental favoritism sowed seeds of rivalry between the brothers. One fateful day, Jacob took advantage of Esau's hunger after a hunt to trick him into trading away his birthright for a bowl of stew. That fateful trade between the brothers over a bowl of stew was just the beginning of the discord between Jacob and Esau. Over time, their fractured relationship only grew worse. Things came to a head when Esau made a major life decision without any thought to how it would impact his family. In open defiance of his parents' wishes, Esau took not just one, but 2 Hittite women as his wives. This was no small thing. The Hittites were a pagan people, idol worshippers who did not honor the one true God. By marrying their daughters, Esau bound himself to women who did not share his family's faith. In Genesis 26:34-35, it is stated, "When Esau was 40 years old, he took as wives Judith daughter of Beeri the Hittite, and Basemath daughter of Elon the Hittite, and they were a source of grief to Isaac and Rebekah. Yet brash, strong-willed Esau ignored his parents' concerns. He stubbornly followed his own path, pursuing marriages based on passion and impulse rather than spiritual wisdom. For Esau, his wife's religious background mattered little compared to appeasing his own desires. His actions revealed a widening gap between himself and the faith of his father Isaac and grandfather Abraham. Meanwhile, Rebekah seethed with frustration over her powerlessness to control her ill-tempered older son's reckless decisions. But if she could not influence Esau, she was determined to direct the future of her younger, more pliable son Jacob. She became adamant that Jacob must not also take a pagan Hittite wife. As tensions escalated within the family, a dark turn of events unfolded in the household of Isaac and Rebekah. Rebekah, driven by a determination to secure a favorable future for Jacob, hatched a daring plan to ensure her younger son received the coveted blessing meant for the firstborn, Esau. This intricate plot finds its roots in the Old Testament, particularly in Genesis 27. In this passage, Rebekah guides Jacob in deceiving his aged and blind father, Isaac. Disguised as Esau, Jacob presents himself before Isaac, who, unable to discern the deception, unwittingly bestows upon Jacob the blessing intended for Esau. The act is a culmination of the family's long-standing discord, fueled by favoritism, rivalry, and the consequences of impulsive decisions. Esau, discovering the betrayal, is consumed by unbridled rage as he realizes his birthright and blessing were stolen. In a fit of fury, he vows revenge against Jacob, the very brother he once dismissed for a mere bowl of stew. Fearing for Jacob's life and aware of the grave danger within the family, Rebekah makes a heart-wrenching decision. Urging Jacob to flee, she helps him escape not only Esau's murderous rage, but also the risk of marrying a Canaanite woman. But here's something I gotta ask. Do you think Rebekah plays a crucial role in ensuring Jacob's safety by urging him to flee from Esau's wrath? Do you see this as an act of desperation or a strategic move to protect her son? How do you think this decision influenced the trajectory of Jacob's life? The act meant to secure Jacob's future now thrusts him into an uncertain and perilous journey far from home. Esau's realized that the daughters of Canaan displease his father Isaac. To avoid further displeasure, Esau decides to marry Mahalath, the daughter of Ishmael, Abraham's son. Meanwhile, Jacob, the younger son, leaves home to stay with his uncle, eventually proposing and marrying over the years. Upon Jacob's return to Canaan, the fear looms that his brother Esau, resentful of past grievances, might seek revenge. To preemptively protect himself, Jacob sends a lavish gift ahead and prays for God's safeguard. In Genesis 32:1-15, Jacob begins his journey encountering angels of God. Recognizing the divine presence, he sends messengers to inform Esau of his return. The messengers return with unsettling news. Esau is approaching with an army of 400 men. Terrified, Jacob divides his household and possessions, praying fervently for God's intervention. He selects generous gifts, including various livestock, to present to Esau. When Jacob and Esau finally meet, the encounter is unexpectedly warm. Esau embraces Jacob and they weep together. Jacob introduces his family, graciously given by God, and insists that Esau accept the gifts. Despite initial reluctance, Esau agrees, and they part amicably. The reconciliation, however, does not translate to peace between the descendants of Esau, the Edomites, and Jacob's descendants, the Israelites. Ongoing conflicts arise, primarily rooted in religious differences, with Edom embracing paganism while Israel follows God. Prophetic messages in Jeremiah and Obadiah foretell disaster for Edom, emphasizing divine judgment for their actions against the Israelites. So, what lessons can we draw from these biblical passages? The cautionary tale of Esau reminds us of the dangers of prioritizing immediate gratification over eternal blessings. His impulsive decision to trade his birthright for a fleeting desire left lasting consequences, highlighting the importance of making choices aligned with our spiritual values. Hebrews 12:16-17 warns against a profane and godless attitude, urging us to consider the long-term implications of our decisions. It prompts self-reflection on our priorities and the potential consequences of prioritizing worldly desires. Moreover, the theological concept of God's sovereign choice, as seen in Romans 9:13, teaches us about the nature of salvation. It emphasizes that our redemption is not earned through works, but is a result of God's calling and grace. This encourages humility and gratitude, recognizing that our relationship with God is a divine gift. In essence, the lessons from Esau's story and the theological reflections in these passages prompt us to consider the eternal significance of our choices, the consequences of godless living, and the profound nature of God's sovereign grace in our lives. As we conclude our exploration of Jacob and Esau's story, I'd love to hear from you. How do the lessons from their lives resonate with your own experiences and journey? Feel free to share your insights in the comments below, and let's continue this meaningful conversation. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe for more biblical insights, and hit the bell icon to stay updated. Until next time, may your reflections bring wisdom and inspiration. Shalom!